Now let's continue with my story, part 6. So after everything, after all the stress, after all the pressure, he finally brought back the test results. Then as if nothing happened, he suddenly insisted I would go see the same doctor he had refused to see before. I was confused, but I didn't complain. I went with him. When we got to the hospital, he handed the test result to the doctor. The doctor examined them carefully and said, "They are both fine health-wise, that nothing was wrong with us." I sighed in relief. Finally, at least I can have some peace from all the blame. But guess what? My ex-husband wasn't satisfied. He kept pressuring the doctor, kept asking if he was sure. The doctor checked again and still said everything is normal. There's nothing to worry about. But this man still wasn't okay. Instead of accepting the doctor's confirmation, he took me back to caretaker. And when we got there, he asked the lab scientist to prescribe fertility drugs for me. After everything the doctor said, after the test result proved I was fine, I just stood there speechless. What is this? Why is he doing this to me? I kept asking myself that question. Why is he so desperate to pin the problem? But I kept quiet. I swallowed my pain and I watched as they prescribed the drugs. Before we left, he turned to me and asked one question. "Do you have your ATM card with you?" I didn't know why he was asking at first. Anyway, I said yes, of course. Then we drove all the way from Obin to Amajeke Douglas to buy drugs from Orchard Pharmacy. When we got there, they gave me vitamin E, vitamin A, and other infertility drugs. Instead of him to buy infertility drug for himself, he bought sperm boosters for himself. That was when it clicked. If I was fine, why was I taking infertility drugs? Why didn't he buy male infertility drugs for himself? Why was he buying sperm booster instead? Something wasn't adding up. But for peace to reign, I didn't complain. Then came the shock. When it was time to pay, the total amount was 15,000. And guess what? My ex-husband turned to me and asked, "How much do you have with you?" That was when I understood why he asked about my ATM. That was when I realized he expected me to pay for my own medication. I told him I didn't have up to 15,000, but he insisted I must pay something. I was speechless. I couldn't utter a word. I just brought out 10,000 and gave it to him. He balanced up the rest. He watched me take this drug. He didn't care how I felt. I started taking this medication, but the more I took them, the more depressed I felt. The more I took them, the more I felt like I was taking nothing. I held the drugs in my hand one night. I stared at them. I thought of everything I had gone through. I remembered all the pain, the shame, the pressure. I couldn't hold it anymore. I burst into tears. I cried my heart out. I knelt to my knees, looked up to heaven and screamed, "Why me, God? Why? What did I do to deserve this? Why was I being punished for something I didn't cause? Why did the person who was supposed to love and protect me treat me this way?" I sobbed uncontrollably that I felt so alone. Leave your comment on what you think about my story. See you in my next video.